timeout was called on the floor. You hear the band in the background. Great environment here tonight at Vashon Island High School against the arch rival Charles Wright Terriers. It's always a good idea to bring it against Charles Wright, as we definitely enjoy playing them, and even more than playing them, we enjoy beating them.
Yeah, exactly. Charles Wright is obviously in the same division as Vashon Island Pirates, and so this game means a lot when it comes to the standings and therefore how the season goes this year.
All right, Bogart at the top of the key, gets it in Patchen at the high post. Patchen kicks it out to a Prelay on the left wing, and a Prelay drains a three-pointer, stretches the lead to 6-0 now for the Pirates. And Terriers with the ball now, trying to penetrate the Vashon defense, just passing around the key. They get inside, but Patchen breaks up a pass, causes it to get back out to outside of the perimeter. And Finbar slaps the ball away from the Terrier ball handler. J.J. Bogard comes out of the scrum with it. So 3:23 to go here in the first quarter, folks. And Vashon still hanging on to that 6-0 lead.
Nice work.
A Prelay at the top of the key, down to Patchen at the high post. He takes a dribble, goes for a shot, a little too strong. Anderson with the rebound and put back.
Finbar just goes up and gets the ball, takes care of business. He was open.
Once again, that kind of high-low post working for the Pirates. 8-0 now for your Pirates. Ball at the top of the key now, down to the left wing for the Terriers. Tries to force a pass inside, and Isaac Patchen gets his hand in there. Knocks it away, and another turnover for the Pirates.
Yeah, and you can see who's taking care of the ball better this quarter, this half, is Vashon Island.
All right, Bogard now on the right wing, looking for options, finds Patchen at the high post. He takes a dribble, makes a move, and takes about 12 steps.
Yeah, yeah, that's what happens when you lift that pivot foot. You get down low, you think you can go around and to the right, which is what he tried, but he picked up that foot, and that's what happens.
All right, after the turnover, some subs come in for the Pirates. Number 40, Levi Moore, the 6'6" junior, and number 11, Lucas Schoenberg. What?
The show,
all right.
Yeah, actually this lineup has been very fruitful for them in the past.
Terriers with the ball now. On the left wing is David Dirth. He finds nothing, kicks it out to Jacobson. He's on the right wing, makes a nice little feed into Hosanna. He goes up for his shot, no good. Vashon comes down with the rebound. That is Schoenberg.
Yeah.
With his first rebound of the game, J.J. Bogard brings the ball across half court. He's top of the key. He has some tight defense played on him. He kicks it out to Moore, down to Schoenberg. Picks his dribble up in the right wing, over to Bogard, down to Luca Prelay. He dribbles up to the top of the key. He finds Patchen at the low post. Schoenberg to Patchen. Schoenberg with the assist, and Patchen with the easy layup. Score is 10-0 now. A minute and a half to go here in the first quarter. Combination of offense and defense working for the Pirates so far.
Yeah, I was just about to say how it's tough with Finbar out. They can't keep their rebounding edge, right? But they have. Levi has come forward.
All right, there's the first points of the game for the Terriers as big Nathaniel Hosanna, the 6'4" guard, senior guard, makes a layup, scores now 10-2. Schoenberg into Patchen, top of the key, back out to Bogard, who thinks about a three-point shot, decides not to take it, down to a Prelay, out to Patchen, and Schoenberg on the right wing. Pirates moving the ball really well. Patchen under the basket, up and over Hosanna for the two, and it's going to be 12-2 now. About 40 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Charles Wright with the ball, top of the key. JJ gets a hand on it. Prelay gets a hand on it. However, Charles Wright able to maintain possession. Hosanna at the right wing, long cross-court pass, ill-advised. That's an easy steal for Isaac Patchen. 23 seconds to go. And shot clock if it is off, so JJ just calmly brings the ball across half court. No hurry. Looks like they're going to play for the last shot of the quarter. Schoenberg top of the key, out to JJ Bogard to the left wing. JJ fakes left, goes right. His defender stays on him. Isaac Patchen sets him a screen. JJ over to Moore, into Patchen at the bottom of the key. A shot is up, no good.
No good. Yep.
And that is going to bring us to the end of the first quarter. Your Pirates looking pretty strong. Score is so far 12-2 here against the visiting Charles Wright Terriers at the end of the first quarter. Joel, anything you're seeing out there?
Yeah, I mean, it does appear as though their Vashon Island Pirates are dominating when it comes to the defensive end. You can see that Charles Wright Academy can't penetrate that defense. And even when Vashon Island took out their rebounder in Finbar, they were somehow able to get more steals and deny those entry passes just as well, even though they didn't have their starting center in, or their starting rebounder in. Looks like he is going to go in at the beginning of the second period.
Yeah, he's sitting down with the team about to come in. But so after Anderson went in there, Joel, it looked like Patchen, who was playing the high post, he shifted down to the low post and had a couple of nice passes from Schoenberg and also from Aprile, found him, and he's going to take those easy buckets all day, right?
Absolutely, and even when he was triple teamed, he made it in once. In other cases, they do have to dedicate all their defense to stop him. That leaves other people open, and that's where hopefully Vashon Island Pirates can make those Jays make the jump shots that are needed.
All right, start of the first quarter. David Dirth now looking for instructions from his coach. He dribbles the ball across half court. Bogart is out there to meet him down to the left wing. Back to the top of the key, that's Hosanna, the big guard for the Terriers, down to the right wing. Defense not giving them anything, though, as they're trying to find inlet, and the ball is finally passed into the low post. And then number 12, Jason Floyd, and it looks like Vashon going to be...
Yeah, Levi with the foul.
Going to give up a foul here, so Levi Moore...
They call him the brain, and he wasn't using it there, but that's okay. That's tough to do. He was guarding the baseline, couldn't make it happen.
All right, so after the foul, the inbound pass into Hosanna, top of the key. Schoenberg is up there guarding him, finds the right wing. That is David Dirth with the three-point attempt, no good. On the rebound, there's going to be a foul on Nathaniel Hosanna. It looks like maybe he came over the back of one of the Vashon
crashed the boards. He big time crashed the boards. However, on the pass, he got a 45-inch vertical, it felt like. He just went straight up in the air.
He was well above everybody else. All right, after the foul, Bogart brings the ball across half court, finds Moore down to Schoenberg on the right wing. Lucas dribbles around, finds Van Dusen down on the right wing. He brings up the top of the key. Van Dusen picks up his dribble, finds Finbar Anderson down to Bogart now on the right wing. Vashon trying to get into the interior, and they do, as Anderson on the high post. However, Anderson commits the offensive board as he looked like he kind of pushed off as he was looking to make his move to the basket.
Maybe got a little too physical, but you know what? With that guy, with Hosanna, got to get physical. He's definitely the kind of person you don't want to let break through a screen. And, he got caught.
All right, so after the turnover, score is 12-2 in favor of the Pirates here. Still 6 minutes, 50 seconds to go here in the first half. Terriers bring the ball across half court, down to the right wing, back to the top of the key. That is number 12, Jason Floyd, finds number 11, Meyer. Back to Floyd, into Dirth. On the left wing, back to the top of the key is Meyer. He finds Hosanna. There's a fake on the three-point attempt, and then a shot, no good. And ultimately, J.J. Bogard comes down with the rebound for the Pirates. 6.5 minutes to go here in the second quarter.
Yeah, Zach Van Dusen tipped it over. Bogard wrapped it in.
It's one of those stats that don't show up on the stat sheet that are so important. All right, Bogard with the ball now on the right wing. Moore sets a screen for him. He gets around it into Patchen, down to Schoenberg. He's on the left wing looking for options. Finds Van Dusen down in the left corner. Van Dusen dribbles around, looks for Bogard, finds him at the top of the key. JJ puts the ball on the floor, pulls up for the three-point shot. It is no good right before the shot clock. If you heard the buzzer there, ball goes out of bounds.
Yeah, it kind of looked a little bit like Vashon High School tipped that as it went out, but I guess the ref has a better view than I do.
Well, I think Coach Andy Sears agrees with you, Joel, as he asks the ref for the instant replay. However, that technology doesn't exist here in the Nisqually League yet. All right, the Terriers, that is number 12, Jason Floyd, makes a strong move to the basket, up off the glass and in to bring the Terriers within 8, 12-4.
Yep, that's where the penetration paid off for them. They made the penetration, they made the basket. That's what Vashon High School has to stop.
All right, a little give and go with Van Dusen and Bogard. And as Van Dusen was finding Bogard under the basket, looks like number
Mayer.
I think 11, John Mayer. Maybe a relation to the singer, not sure. He kind of undercut JJ as it looked like maybe an alley-oop layup attempt.
Yep, he undercut him, and definitely not a safe play at all.
That looked like play right off the board from Coach Sears.
That's right.
All right, inbounds into Finbar, whose shot attempt at the free throw line rattles in and out, no good. Rebound comes down to number 10, David Jacobson for the Terriers. He finds Hosanna, drives to the basket, no good. Patchen comes down with the rebound.
Yep, Finbar went straight up.
That was great defense by Anderson. JJ comes down, Patchen with the rebound, outlets to JJ Bogard. Finds a prelay. He picks up his dribble. Now Anderson down to Van Dusen, right wing. Back up to Patchen, into Anderson in the low post. Anderson making a move, and instead of the foul call, he is called for traveling. So the official right on top of it.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one. He did dribble, and I don't think he took more than 3 steps with a dribble.
With when you dribble, you don't travel, right?
Yeah.
I'll have to consult the rule book. All right. Terriers with the ball. Number 15, Dara Organbunu-Peters has just checked in. However, another turnover. The Pirates defense causes another turnover. Bogard comes out of the scrum with it. He is now dribbling, crosses half court, finds Van Dusen in the left wing. Zach dribbles up top of the key into a prelay into Patchen, high post. Anderson on the low post, and wow, what a shot.
And the basket.
Hoop in the harm, and even Finbar, the look on his face, he's like, wow, did I make that?
Yeah, Finbar on one end of the court, on the defensive end of the court, made the steal. He stuck his hand right in the middle between 2 players, made the ball pop out, and then Vashon Island Pirates got a hold of it. Then at the other end, he takes that entry pass, turns around and grabs the foul while he barely tosses it up to the basket. It happens to go in. It's fantastic. Yeah,
he kind of did a little up and under there on that basket. So Anderson at the free throw line looking to convert the 3-point play, and he does. 3 points the old-fashioned way, 15-4 now, 4 minutes to go here in the first half. Terriers break the Vashon full court press, get it across half court. Jacobson finds his buddy number 30, Ben Brink, and back to Jacobson, to Brink, and to Moore, who is dribbling around the defense, and it looks like there's going to be a bit of a foul. Looks like, who was that called on?
It's called on Luca.
Luca Prelay with the blocking foul.
Yep.
Vashon, that is their 4th team foul, so they're not quite in the bonus yet.
Yeah, that's that 2 hands touch that he did. You just can't do that. 1 hand's okay.
All right, and on the inbounds pass, it looks like the Terriers, the Pirate defense, all over anyone who could collect the ball, so they decided to throw it out of bounds.
And he threw it way down court like he was trying to go to the back half, but he didn't throw it with discipline. That could easily happen when a team is coached to do that. It looks like that was a volunteer on their part to throw the ball out.
All right, so with 3:49 left to play here in the first half, the score is 15-4 in favor of the Pirates. One thing I've seen, and I'll let you talk about it, Joel, is that, again, that high-low post on the offensive end. They get it into Patchen at the high post. The defense collapses on him, and he's able to turn around, and they really have no choice but to foul Anderson at that point because he's all alone under the bucket.
They don't, and like you mentioned on our height advantage on that forward with both Padgett and also Finbar, you can see that they're going to have trouble defending against either one of those in the post. And it does seem like those passes, as long as they are crisp and accurate, our guys can go up and get that ball faster and better than Charles Wright Academy can. And then if you can make that move, make it effective, and we saw Finbar do it very quickly, going up to the basket from getting the ball in the post. And there's nothing they can do. They can foul and risk either a couple of free throws or a three-point play like we saw from Finbar last time.
Yeah, and Anderson, he's a good enough free throw shooter. He's going to make you pay if you decide to foul him.
Yeah.
All right, Aprile inbounds the ball for the Pirates. Gets it to Van Duzen, back to Aprile. Just a one-man press, back to Van Duzen. He now crosses half court, back to Aprile. He's top of the key. Van Duzen on the right wing, kind of far out, back to Aprile. Van Duzen and Aprile just kind of playing catch, making their way down the court, down to Patchen in the right corner. The ball is knocked away from him by Nathaniel Hosanna. Ball goes out of bounds. Pirates going to retain possession with 15 seconds to go here on the shot clock. J.J. Bogart, who checked out, looks like he got some instructions from coach, and he is checking right back in. Zach Van Duzen going to come out. So on the floor for the Pirates, we have Schoenberg, Bogard, Anderson, Patchen, and Aprile. Pretty good-looking 5 players for the Pirates. Inbounds is under the basket, gets in Bogard on the right wing. JJ dribbles up top of the key, finds Aprile. Back to Bogard on the right wing. Into Schoenberg, into Patchen now at the right elbow, out to Bogard, who's wide open for the three-point shot, and I think the crowd noise will tell you that he made it. Takes a lead to 18-4 for the Pirates.
Yeah, and Bogard is really good at those threes from the elbow.
Especially if you leave him wide open like that. All right, Hosanna now making some moves for the Terriers. Hosanna shows left, vertical. Goes right, shows that vertical, goes up and makes a bucket. 18-6 now. Hosanna really the only Terrier giving the Pirates any trouble.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Bogard now left wing, gets it down to Aprile in the left corner. He dribbles back out up to Bogard, top of the key into Patchen of the high post. Patchen, no one around him, so he puts it on the floor, goes up for a shot. No good. Rebound to Hosanna. And he outlets to Meyer, gets it across half court, back to Hosanna, top of the key. Number 15, Peters for the Terriers, back out to Mayer, who dribbles down to the left wing. He looks for a screen, gets set, dribbles around it. Back to Hosanna at the left wing. Aprile outplaying defense on him, down to the left corner. And back to Hosanna, who is in the left corner, fakes a three-point. Gets the Pirates in the air, puts it on the floor, steps around him, and comes in for the two-point shot, converts it, and 18-8 now, 10-point lead for the Pirates.
Yeah, Hosanna was on last year's team as well. He made the second team selection.
For the All-League. All right, Schoenberg with the ball now down to Aprile in the right wing, down to Bogard, a little deeper on the right wing. He's looking for option, finds Patchen at the high post. They don't collapse on him. He kicks it back out to Bogard and
sinks it.
Boy, pick your poison. Bogard with another three-pointer. He was wide open on that. We talked about that high-low, so they collapse on Anderson, but that left Bogard wide open on the three-pointer.
Exactly. I mean, they've left one of those two open each time down the court when Vachon's on offense. On defense, I don't think we're going to see much different. It's still going to be the protection that we see right now.
All right, and Hosanna with the ball, and he is going to be fouled by Lucas Schoenberg. Any relation there, Joel?
Yeah, my son, the Show. Actually, they call him Little Show, but he's not so little anymore.
No, he's not. He's having a good game so far. A couple of rebounds and some assists.
Yep, his friend Zach comes in to replace him right now. Okay. Zach Van Dusen, ZVD.
ZVD, all right. 1:12 left to go here in the first half. 21-8 in favor of the Pirates. Dribbling around is Hosanna. His interior pass is knocked around, and in the ensuing scrum to find the ball, Vachon is guilty of the foul in the eyes of the officials.
Yeah, that's rough. I mean, he is our foul problem in the sense that he usually fouls out before anyone else. And so you hate to see that little ticky-tack call like that. He's just playing.
And that is Anderson on the foul. Finbar with his second foul, so he comes out to take a rest. 1 minute to go here in the first half. Number 5, Dearth is dribbling around top of the key, gets it down to the right corner, finds Hosanna at the right block. Hosanna with a strong move on Levi Moore. However, all right, so the basket is going to count. However, after the play is a technical foul called on...
Yeah, on number 10. That was a really, disappointing situation for Levi because he got pushed off the ball by the offense, and it looked closely to an offensive foul to me, to the person viewing the game, but the refs did not call that. And after the basket was made, it looked like number 10 made a point of it, and the ref was standing right there and listened to the whole thing happen. And so he understands it well. Note that Levi did go over and shake hands with Dane Jacobson, the player that was called with the technical.
All right, J.J. Bogard goes to the line and converts both of those free throws after the technical. Vashon sitting with 17 fouls. That's going to put Charles Wright in the bonus next foul, and Charles Wright was 6, so Vashon will likely be in the bonus as well. All right, Van Duzen with the ball, the right wing, gets to a prelay at the top of the key. Back to Van Duzen, lots of interior movement with the Pirates with Moore and Patchen into Moore, back out to Van Duzen on the right wing. Gets it to Patchen at the low block. Long cross-court pass to a prelay who's wide open for the three-pointer, no good. Patchen, however, goes way up in the air, got on the ladder there for the offensive rebound, finds Bogart at the top of the key, back into Patchen. Patchen kicks it out to Van Duzen on the left wing. 20 seconds left to go here in the half. The shot clock is off after the offensive rebound, so Pirates content just to hang on to the ball and look for that last shot, up 23-10, 10 seconds to go. Bogard dribbles the ball, 7 seconds. He's going to try to make something happen now. He dribbles around the screen, pulls up a three-point line, finds Moore into Patchen with the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar looking skyhook there. No good.
Exactly. He had a couple close shots that were off the mark a little bit, and that's an area where you can clean up and ideally make it.
All right, so folks, that is going to bring us to the end of the first half. With your score, the Pirates 23 and the visiting Charles Wright Academy Terriers 10. Any parting thoughts there in the first half, Joel?
Yeah, in the first half it was definitely a slow start for Charles Wright Academy, and they have potential. And we saw that near the end when they were able to get the ball in on the inside. They could make the basket, but they still had problems with taking care of the ball. Crispness just didn't seem to be there for them, whereas Coach Andy Sears really has his team ready to handle the ball, keep possession, and keep their poise. In that last play, right towards the end of the half, Vashon Island Pirates got the rebound several times because they were more able to concentrate on what was going on, make sure that they got the ball, possess the ball, do the right thing with the ball after you get it. And that's part of the picture. There is the best coaching that you can get for those guys, and also a lot of those guys know each other, and they have confidence in each other, and you can tell.
All right, folks, that is going to do it for us here in the first half. We're going to take a break, enjoy the cheerleaders, the band, and we will be back for the start of action here in about 8 minutes or so for the second half. Until then, this is Doug Langworthy, Joel Schoenberg. We'll be back to start the second half. Go Pirates. Welcome back to Vashon Island High School. Start of the second half now. Vashon leading the visiting Terriers of Charles Wright 23-10. Quick scoring rundown for the Pirates in the first half. Jeremiah Bogard leading away with 11. 6 of those off the three-pointers. Luca Aprile with 3 points. Isaac Patchen with 4, and Finbar Anderson with 5, and just a whole lot of Pirates playing defense and rebounding and doing a little bit of everything. All right, 7.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. This is Doug Langworthy. With me is Joel Schoenberg. Bogard, strong move to the hoop. A little not as strong on the actual shot, though. And
yeah, that was a fake lane or time violation.
Okay, and Hosanna with the attempt at the fast break. His layup attempt no good. So 7:09 score still 23-10. Now Bogard brings ball across half court for the Pirates into Zach Van Dusen, top of the key. Patchen on the right wing, Bogard on the right wing. He gets around a screen. Patchen set for him, finds a prelay down to the right corner, and Finbar Anderson on the high post gets it down to Isaac Patchen on the low post, and Patchen there for the easy layup, 25-10.
Pump fakes a little bit, and then he puts the right spin on it and it makes it in.
Yeah, that was kind of a tricky shot, actually. He was right under the basket. All right, three-point attempt now for the Terriers. That was number 10, Dane Jacobson. Hit the rim and then off the shot clock, so that's going to be out of bounds to the Pirates.
Both teams came down and couldn't make a lay-in, but then they got it together and started some points.
Okay, and number 11, he looks just frustrated. John Mayer, he actually, by my count, fouled J.J. Bogard twice there. But the second one was called.
Yeah,
J.J. just kind of smirking about it right there.
Yeah, he wasn't sure what happened. The guy pushed him way off the ball. Looks like he's coming out of the game.
Yeah, and that is number 11, John Mayer comes out for the Terriers. All right, the inbounds pass, Van Dusen into Bogard in the backcourt. JJ brings across court, finds Patchen, who finds a quick pass into Luca, cutting Luca Aprile under the basket.
Wow, he slashed through the baseline, came out the other side, and the ball was already there.
That was just, that was another one of those plays that's just as drawn up, right?
Exactly.
All right, Aprile after the layup, 27-10 in favor of the Pirates. Terriers with the ball on the right wing, down to the right corner, back to the right wing, up to Hosanna at the top of the key. He tries to force a pass under the basket to number 15, Dara Ogunbinu Peters.
Yep.
And slips off his fingers of the 5'10 sophomore guard.
Yep,
and
quick pass.
Pirates bring it in bounds. JJ finds Finbar Anderson under the basket. Finn trying to make a move to the basket. However, officials accuse him of traveling.
Yeah, it looked like he lost the ball there. And usually when you lose the ball at the opponent's hand, it's a live ball. And they
if
let
you don't have
that.
it in your hand, you can take as many steps as you want, right?
Right, exactly.
But we're not biased. All right, right wing for the Terriers, back to the top of the key, down to the left wing. David Dirth gets it inside to number 12, Jason Floyd. And Floyd, let's see here, 6'5" senior, makes a really nice move to the hoop and is fouled, converts, and he goes to the line for the extra free throw. Folks would like to thank Thriftway. Thriftway makes Vashon High School athletics here on VOV possible. They are the underwriter for football, for basketball, for soccer, and if you're listening, please make sure to thank Thriftway. I was there last night, probably going to be there again tomorrow.
Exactly.
That's where I get all my social interaction here on the island. All right, really nice move by Luca Aprile Was that Van Dusen who found him on the cut?
Van Dusen found him, and then Luca was able to pretend like it was warm-ups and just drove to the basket with great amount of speed.
And the ball is out of bounds once again. The Pirates defense forcing another turnover. So 29-13 now, 4:51 to go here in the third quarter. You are listening to Pirates basketball on VOV 101.9 FM on your FM dial here on the island. Worldwide at voiceofvashon.org. Want to thank you for listening. Luca Prele with the dribble and the jumper, no good. However, Bogard fights through a couple of Terriers, comes down with a rebound and a fresh shot clock for the Pirates. Prele top of the key down to Van Dusen, the left wing.
We probably will see a lot of time here from Levi Moore because Finbar was taken out with his third foul.
All right, Bogard now makes a move under the basket, and it looks like he is going to be fouled. That is number 12, I believe, Jason Floyd. That was...
I think that was Dara Ogunbinu-Peters.
15, yeah, you are right.
And he beat him, you know. He got past him, JJ did, and then he had no choice but to foul.
All right, nice looking play there. Inbound to Patchen, quick pass over to Moore, who finds a cutting Bogard under the basket, and quick two for the Pirates from the out-of-bounds play. Terriers now with the ball on the right wing. They force it inside to Floyd. Floyd comes down with it, fights through a couple Pirates, and he is fouled for his troubles. Looks like maybe Patchen has the face of a guilty party there, and it is going to be called on Isaac. That's going to be his second foul of the evening. Non-shooting foul. Hosanna with the ball finds Floyd at the right elbow, out to Peters, down to Jacobson, makes a move on the baseline, pulls up for the jumper, no good, collects his own rebounds, and his shot is blocked by Levi Moore.
Yep, Levi Moore just got up there, got the ball. He's got height on him, so he didn't even really have to jump. Meanwhile, on the Warriors side, you can always tell that they aren't ready to take the jumper. They sat there for a minute in three zone, and then they drove the basket, but then they lost the ball with a great block from Levi.
All right, another pass at Van Dusen to Bogard connection. Van Dusen had the ball at the top of the key. Bogard cut to the hoop. They decided not to follow him, and I think Zach will take those easy assists all night.
Yeah, they're looking like they're having fun when they went back down the court.
33-13 now, 20-point lead for the Pirates. Terriers have the ball at the top of the key. Finds Floyd at the left elbow. He pulls up for the elbow jumper, no good. Patchen with the rebound. He has the ball knocked away from him. However, Levi Moore able to come up with it. Outlets to J.J. Bogard. Bogard.
That could be an injury timeout there.
And there is a timeout call on the floor. Looks like going to be a 30-second timeout called by Andy Sears. One thing I want to talk about, speaking of Andy Sears, sign over across the way from us, congratulating Coach Sears on 300 victories.
Yes, incredible feat. I mean, we are so lucky to have him not only in coaching this team, but as athletic director.
Yeah,
across
exactly.
all sports, you know.
Across all sports, and here on the basketball. So Coach Sears has been coaching since 2001, so that's 18 years, 18 and a half years. 300 wins, so pretty good winning percentage. During that time, 10 league titles, which is phenomenal. Every other year, he's winning the Nisqually League. Got that state championship team from 2009, the third place the next year, fifth place in 2015 in the state.
Just soccer, it's incredible. I mean, it's a great contribution we have. He takes a lot of pride in this team for sure. You can tell on the sidelines here. He's getting all red right now.
Every game, and Van Dusen trying to find Bogard under the basket. I think the Terriers finally woke up to that as they were able to intercept the pass. Charles Wright has the ball top of the key. Bogard out there guarding Dirth. Dirth kicks it into number 30, Brink, who finds that is Bowen Moore, who's recently checked into the game, the 6'3" freshman.
Yeah.
And he converts the layup in the middle of the Vashon defense.
Yeah, he started the second half. I think they have a lot in him, it looks like. He's a freshman, but he's obviously quite good.
All right, so just over 2 minutes to play, 33-15 in favor of the Pirates. Patchen with the ball at the free throw, kicks it out to Schoenberg, who's recently checked in. His three-point attempt no good. Patchen with the strong offensive rebound and the putback. That's going to redo the 20-point lead for the Pirates, 35-15 now, and Charles Wright coach Coach Eric Knowles for the Terriers calls timeout, wants to talk it over with his team.
Yeah, in that previous segment there, Nathaniel Hosanna, their obvious best player, was out of the game. And right before the last timeout, which was, less than a couple of minutes ago, the Charles Wright player sort of kneeled over to the ground and grabbed his ear like he may have gotten hit or stunned a little bit. Coach took him out of the game, but we're just notified that he is going to check in right now with this timeout. He'll get into the game. And that may help them take this back a little bit. Vashon Island Pirates raised this lead up to 20 and look for the Warriors to come back here and try to make that happen. Notice that on the rebounding, Vashon Island Pirates seem to own the glass, certainly on the offensive side, and often on the defensive side as well. They're able to get their hands on the ball in the glass area, and you can see that if they can elevate, they get the ball in the basket, score the points. That's why we see this 20-point lead.
All right, and 20-point lead, 35-15, 155 and counting to go here in the third quarter as Charles Wright brings the ball in, after the timeout. Down to the right wing, back out the top of the key is Brink. He finds player at the high post out to number 20, Bowen Moore. He forces a pass, and the Pirates defense able to snuff it out as they come up with the steal. Bogard crosses half court into Schoenberg on the left wing. Schoenberg dribbles around, looking for options, finds a Prelay on the left wing. A Prelay brings it up to the top of the key, back to Schoenberg on the right wing. And he has the ball knocked away, and that is number 30, Ben Brink, comes up with the steal for the Terriers. So Terriers cross half court down to the right corner with Hosanna. Patchen playing defense on him, and he forces the turnover. Isaac Patchen playing good defense there.
Yeah, he really did. He covered very closely, forced the turnover from Hosanna.
All right, Bogard with the ball now, gets it up, cross half court to a Prelay on the right wing, out to Patchen, who comes out the top of the key. Down to Schoenberg, dribbles from the left wing, top of the key, finds a Prelay on the right wing. Pirates moving around, looking for the point of penetration. Back out to Patchen, top of the key. And Schoenberg near half court line gets it back into Bogard. 7 seconds here on the shot clock. JJ dribbling around, pulls up from the three-point line, launches a good-looking three. It is no good. And on the ensuing rebound attempt, Levi Moore, football, rugby.
Exactly, he crashed the boards. There were already 3 Charles Wright Warriors there. And when he landed, his hip caught the other team. It was very unfortunate because it was a great situation. It's just that Charles Wright Academy fell to the ground after getting hit in the hip.
All right, Zach Van Duzen checks back into the game for J.J. Bogard, going to give him a breather. 30 seconds to go here at the end of the third quarter. Pirates hanging on to that 20-point lead, 35-15. Down to the left corner into Floyd, who finds Hosanna across the key. He pulls up for the about 10-foot jump shot from the baseline, no good. However, ball goes out of bounds, going to be last touch by the Pirates. 15.7 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Inbounds from under the basket, and Zach Van Duzen makes a nice defensive play to intercept the inbounds pass. A Prelay with the ball, crosses half court, dribbles through a couple of Terrier defenders, tries to find Levi Moore under the basket. However, ball knocked away and out of bounds. Going to be Pirate basketball. J.J. Bogard checks in for the final play of the quarter.
Yeah, that was a great steal. Zach just stepped right in front of the inbounds pass. Let's see if Vashon High School can make a better inbounds pass here.
Okay, Van Duzen about to get the ball, 4.5 seconds to go. Gets the play going. He tries to find a Prelay on the left corner, and it is intercepted. However, Dane Jacobson stepped out of bounds on the interception, so Pirates kind of caught a break there.
Yeah, exactly. That's a break. Very unfortunate.
Van Duzen inbounds to Bogard, top of the key. JJ launches a long three, partially blocked shot, and no good. So that's going to bring us to the end of the third quarter. Pirates still with that 20-point lead, Joel, 35-15.
Yeah.
And, not looking like they're about to give it up anytime soon.
Right, exactly.
Knock on wood.
Knock on wood. Anything can happen. There's a whole quarter here to play. 20-point lead has stood for several minutes here, though. And so it is, in that sense, somewhat of a 0-0 situation. Both teams are not able to make a big break. But also note that Vashon Island Pirates starters are largely still in the game. We obviously have Finbar out from 3 fouls, likely not to see him again tonight. But our backups are more than sufficient in making sure that we have those rebounds, and obviously that the team's ability to make those crisp passes with confidence and avoid those situations of turnovers, of unforced turnovers, they've been able to hold it. And we'll see in the coming quarter what kind of effort they put towards running the game out with confidence versus, picking the tempo up and running down the court. We haven't seen much of that tonight, so we probably won't see it later.
All right, so here to start the fourth quarter, the 5 Pirates on the floor are Levi Moore, Finbar Anderson, Zach Van Duzen, Luca Aprile, and J.J. Bogard. And right on cue, Luca Aprile sticks his hand in and causes the pass to go out of bounds, breaking up the play for the Terriers.
Yep, and they let the ball go out of bounds in the backcourt, but they had this confidence of their defense, you can tell.
All right, so the left wing into the high post, down to Floyd on the low post for the Terriers. Back to the high post is Jacobson. His shot from the left elbow, no good. J.J. Bogard goes up, comes down with the strong rebound. 7.5 minutes to go here in the game. Pirates still with that 20-point lead. J.J. dribbling around, finds Zach Van Duzen, who finds Anderson cutting to the rim. His shot is up and no good. Hosanna comes down with the rebound for the Terriers. He looks to push the pace. However, the Vashon defense able to get down and stay in front of him. Shot up for the Terriers. Didn't see who that was, but it's no good. Hosanna tries to save it from going out of bounds, and he throws it right to Luca Aprile, who gives up J.J. Bogard.
Hosanna made an amazing dive there to grab the ball, but he tossed it right to a Vashon Island player.
All right, Bogard into Levi Moore, who finds Aprile cutting under the basket. His shot is blocked. I think that was number 5, David Dirth. And Charles Wright comes up with the ball. Hosanna now, 3-point attempt from the right wing, no good. Anderson taps a rebound back right to Hosanna. Hosanna goes right up with it, and he is going to be fouled on the shot. That's going to send Hosanna to the line for 2 free throws, and that is...
Yeah, Levi
Moore with his second foul of the night.
Yeah.
Excuse me, third foul.
And it is fortunate there that we don't see Finn getting another foul. That would be a disastrous situation. He is back in the game, and you can tell, obviously, a conference game, the Nisqually League conference, and I guess the league game. You can tell that Coach Sears is taking this seriously.
All right, so Levi Moore checks out. Isaac Patchen comes back in for the Pirates. It sure is a luxury to have a 6'5" guy come in for a 6'6" guy with your other 6'5" buddy on the other side of the lane from you.
Exactly. That's an indicator of them owning that glass again.
All right, Hosanna's second free throw is up and good. He made his first. That brings the Terriers to within 18. The score is now 35-17. Bogard with the ball on the left wing for the Pirates, dribbling around, waiting for his offense to get set up.
Yeah, they don't have a very aggressive full-court defense, the Terriers, and so that was easily broken.
All right, Patchen to Bogard, whose 3-point attempt is no good. Hosanna comes down with the ball for the Terriers, tries to do it all as he is able to go coast to coast, elevates for the layup.
It was amazing, though. Finbar made it all the way down court with him, side by side. Big man makes it.
All right, Van Duzen with the ball, left wing, dribbles the top of the key, finds Finbar down to J.J. Bogard on the right wing. He dribbles the top of the key, looking for options, finds a prelay in the right corner. He thinks about getting into Anderson on the low post, no good. He does not. However, Isaac Patchen does get it to Anderson, and Anderson, as he goes up for the basket, he is fouled, and Anderson going to go to the line to shoot 2.
Dirth was given the foul. Is that right? Yeah.
Looks like
David Dirth.
Yep, number 5, David Dirth. That is his first foul. Anderson to the line now for the Pirates. Finbar, the 6'5" senior center. His first free throw attempt is no good.
Yeah, that was a scrap for the ball, and you can tell they've been able to make it, that penetration, and get the ball down to Finbar down low. And this time it was a foul.
All right, so Finn converts the second of the 2 free throws, scores now 36-19, 5.5 minutes to go here in the game. Quick pass into number 11, John Meyer, whose shot under the basket is no good. Pirates come down with the rebound. JJ with the ball now. Bogard brings it across half court, finds Anderson on the left wing, down to Van Duzen, dribbles back up the top of the key, finds Bogard on the right wing now. Pirates doing a good job of moving around. Bogard drives baseline, runs into a defender, no problem, step back jumper.
Yeah, you know, the defense didn't even jump there, and I think he noticed that and realized he could go for the shot.
All right, so JJ brings the score up to 38-19. The Pirates currently doubling up the Terriers, and looks like Isaac Patchen going to be called for the foul, if that is who the call is on. The official from way across the floor calling that. The guy under the basket right next to him didn't. Looked like a clean block to me. Isaac, I think, agrees with me. But
yeah, I think the difference was Isaac did have his hand going forward. His body wasn't. And if he just stuck his hand straight up and down, it might not have been called a foul.
All right, so Jason Floyd to the line. He misses his first free throw, does the 6'5" senior for Charles Wright. Second one is up and good. 38-20 now in favor of the Pirates. 5 minutes, 8 seconds to go here in the game. Van Duzen brings the ball up after the made free throw. Picks up his dribble, finds Bogard across half court. JJ calmly dribbles left then right, finds Van Duzen down on the left wing. Van Duzen looks for Bogard making the cut. JJ gets it over to Isaac Patchen. There's going to be a foul called on the play.
Yeah, it looked like basically the pass from the baseline on an alley-oop attempt was delivered out to the corner, and in the corner, it looked to me like Patchen was possessing or trying to maintain position with the defender, which is totally legal to do. But the ref said that he grabbed him when he did that, and he would have lost the ball anyway, so in one sense it may not matter.
All right, well, that is Isaac's fourth foul of the evening, so he only has one more before he will be shown the door. And on the ensuing possession, Charles Wright basically just throws the ball out of bounds. Once again, the Pirates defense forcing a turnover. 4.5 minutes to go here in the game, and the 18-point lead for the Pirates. Zach Van Duzen with the ball finds J.J. Bogard. They are able to break the full court press of the Terriers. J.J. is dribbling around the top of the key. Finds his buddy Zach down on the left wing. Zach looking for options. Calls Finbar Anderson to come back to him. Finbar collects the ball top of the key. And Coach Sears decides to take a timeout, doesn't like what he sees. Even with the 18-point lead and only 4 minutes to go, Coach Sears still wanting to get things right.
Exactly. He makes it a full timeout. And notice that the team has definitely had some challenges, and you can tell that Charles Wright is stepping it up quite a bit. Their defense is a lot more aggressive. They're doing the full court press. You can tell that they're trying to make something happen on the defensive end of the court. On the offensive end, they're trying to penetrate and not making it work because Vashon's defense is so consistent across the board. With every player, they're able to protect and know where the ball is going. It looks like there are 3 players on every rebound, and so the Vashon Island defense really covers that very well. On the offensive side, it seems a little haphazard right now. We haven't seen Vashon Island score outside of the foul line and for several minutes now because they have had that trouble. It looks like they're trying to possess the ball, trying to extend the possession and not just kill the clock necessarily, but to make sure to not make mistakes on offense. And that has led to some specific problems. They just tried that alley-oop attempt with JJ driving towards the basket and the pass coming in. And you can tell that it was somewhat of a lack of control situation.
Okay, after the timeout, Zach Van Duzen inbounds the ball to J.J. Bogard into the backcourt. J.J. crosses half court, gets it to Van Duzen. Van Duzen back to Bogard. Bogard looking for options. He finds Levi Moore and quick pass to Finbar Anderson, and that is just Pirate passing, quick passing, finding the open man. Finally, Anderson with the easy layup brings score 40-20.
Yep, right at the buzzer. You couldn't even check with even tell with instant replay, I'm sure. That was as close as you can get.
All right, and on the ensuing possession, there's going to be a foul call. Finbar looking like he had the foul called against him.
Yep, sure is. Foul on Finbar.
And it was away from the basket, so that's going to be his 4th foul. So both him and Patchen, both of the Twin Towers for the Pirates in foul trouble, each with only 1 foul left to give before the end of the game.
Yeah, exactly. You can tell that the tiredness is setting in on some of these players. It looked like Vashon was trying very hardly to not foul, but they had no choice. They had to stop number 3 from making it in. And if it wasn't Finbar, it might have been more.
Okay, so Dane Jacobson to the line. He converts the first of the 1-and-1. Here is the second free throw attempt, up and good. Just kisses the front of the rim before going through the hoop. Zach Van Duzen inbounds the ball, finds more. Back to Zach. Terriers in the full court press.
They get JJ the ball on that press very effectively. They've done that in almost every game this year.
All right, Bogard now across half court to Finbar, down to a prelay on the right wing. Luca dribbles up to the top of the key, finds Van Duzen on the right wing. He looks to try to get in and more, however, he's covered, so he takes the top of the key. JJ now with the ball on the right wing, finds Anderson, and Anderson faked the shot. I feel like maybe if he took the first one, because the Hosanna there didn't bite on that first fake, and when he went up, he blocked it out of bounds.
Yeah, it's hard to tell if he's tired or if he's trying to draw the foul, which is probably more likely, because he looks like he is getting fouled. He's trying to get credit for it.
All right, so Anderson to Bogard on the right wing. His three-point attempt, no good.
More.
And yeah, I was going to say, I don't think it hit the rim, and they reset the shot clock. So I think the whistle here is they're going to ask the shot clock violation against the Pirates. JJ's shot didn't hit the rim, so so does not count as a shot. So after the turnover, 3:10 left to play here in the game. Pirates up 40-22.
Yep, and Isaac Patchen comes back in. This could be really good. This lineup is very good for Vashon Island.
These are the starters now. Patchen, Van Duzen, Bogard, Anderson, and Aprile. After the shot, Patchen comes up with the rebound. Hosanna all over him. Patchen able to dribble out of trouble, gets across half court, finds Van Duzen on the left wing, and now the Pirates will be able to set up their half court offense.
Yeah, that was pretty amazing wherewithal for Isaac.
All right, Finbar gets it to Isaac Patchen. Aprile now on the left wing, down to Van Duzen, further in the left wing. Zach dribbles around, finds the top of the key, and his pass into Patchen is stolen by Jason Floyd. However, his coast-to-coast layup attempt goes off harmlessly from the rim, no good. Patchen with the rebound, gets it to Bogard. Bogard crosses half court.
Yeah, you can tell when he's going in for the layup all on his own. Didn't make it.
All right, so Aprile tries to find Finbar Anderson. However, Hosanna's defense causes the ball to sail harmlessly out of bounds for the Terriers. 2:12 left to go here in the game, 40-22 now in favor of the Pirates. The starter's still on the floor for Vashon. I think Andy's seeing some things he wants to maybe work out.
Yeah, that last time down, Zach passed the ball without crispness, and it was a steal.
All right, nice interior pass from number 10, Dane Jacobson, into Hosanna, who makes the easy layup. 40-24 now in favor of the Pirates. Inbound pass comes to Bogard. Bogard crosses half court, has a defender on him, gets by him, gets it down to Van Duzen at the left corner. He dribbles up to the top of the key. 1:41 to go here in the game. Anderson out to Bogard, back to Anderson. A little give and go there. And that's going to do it for the night for Anderson as he runs right over Jason Floyd. Going to be guilty of the offensive foul.
Yeah, the player knew exactly what to do there. The defensive player maintained position, which they haven't been able to do for most of this game. They get lost by the Vashon Island player dribbling past them. In this case, the player stood ground and fell down and drew the foul.
All right, so 1.5 minutes to go. After Anderson fouls out, Levi Moore comes in for him. And Terriers with the ball now, dribbling around at the top of the key, down to the right wing, into Floyd at the right elbow. He dribbles left, fakes left, goes right, and he is going to be fouled. That is going to be, number 30, Isaac Patchen, and that's going to be it for him too. That's going to be his 5th foul. So both starting centers for the Pirates.
Yep, a minute 18 left, and you can tell that they need that depth in those big boys down low.
And Patchen still on the floor. It looks like he is going to be coming out. Number 43 is Sam Walker, going to find his first action of the night. Sam, a 6'2" sophomore forward.
Yeah, we get a little rise out of the students that are here watching the game.
All right, Jason Floyd at the line now, shooting 2. First one goes in. 40-25 now in favor of the Pirates. Charles Wright making some noise here at the end of the 4th quarter, but I think it's going to be a little too late. Too late for them. Floyd lining up for a second shot. It is up. Good looking shot in. Nothing but the bottom of the net for Floyd.
Yeah, they've been doing really well on free throws there.
All right. Inbounds pass comes from Van Duzen Moore. Back to Van Duzen up to J.J. Bogard. Bogard looks to get around his defender, crosses half court. Finds a prelay down at the right wing. Prelay top of the key out to Bogard near half court. Finds Sam Walker, his first touch of the night at the top of the key. Sam gets it out to Levi Moore. Back to Bogard. I think the Pirates happy to just kind of move the ball around to kill this game. Yep. Van Duzen back to Bogard. 6 seconds to go here on the shot clock. He has a screen set for him, does Bogard. He pulls up from the right wing for the 3-pointer. No good. Hosanna comes down with the ball. Rebound for the Terriers. He looks to get a quick transition bucket. Pulls up at the free throw line for the shot. No good. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Pirates.
Yeah, Levi's very active. Obviously, he is our last big man in there, but he was on top of every possible rebound there, and he happened to hit the ball to make it go out of bounds right there.
All right, ball is inbounds. Van Duzen comes up with it, gets it up to a prelay. However,
the ref was standing right in front of Andy Sears, and Andy Sears looked like it may have even been a mutter of timeout, and as
kind
it
of
goes,
wondering that. So.
When you get possession of the ball, you have the ability to call your own timeout, and Coach Sears looked at the ref though and thought maybe he didn't actually call it, but the ref heard it, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, and too bad Prelay was Van Duzen was able to get the ball up court to a Prelay who had the basket, nothing between him and the basket. That was going to be an easy layup, but
yeah. And the good thing there is that points aren't necessarily the point right now. I mean, I get that. In reality, Luka may have been just taking the ball into the corner. We don't know.
Well,
but
there's
good time, find a time as any for a timeout. 29 seconds left in the 4th.
29.2 on the game clock, 29 on the shot clock. So the Pirates, once JJ's able to cross half court here, the dribble goes off of his foot. There's a turnover. Number 11, John Meyer.
Yeah, he's frenzied.
Very happy about that. A little too happy for someone who's down 14 points. All right. 22 seconds left to go here after Bogard's turnover. Charles Wright brings the ball across half court, finds Meyer at the left wing. He picks up his dribble, finds player number 21, Hosier, at the top of the key. Back to Meyer at the left wing. The student section wishing the Charles Wright Terriers a good night as they sing goodbye, and that is going to be the end of the game.
Yep, Luka got the ball at the end and just dribbled it out.
And at the end of the game here, the score is 40-26. League win, going to bring the Pirates to 2-1 in lead, drop the Terriers down to 1-2. And Joel, this wasn't close.
It wasn't close. You could tell there was some spirit there that this team is going to go on and do some damage. They have had a victory already this year. We look to play them again as a postponed game in the near future, and that'll be down at Charles Wright Academy, and we'll see how that one goes.
All right, so aside from the two Pirates big men fouling out, a lot to like there in that game.
Yeah, well, the thing to like, I think, is that discipline on the passes in the previous game, last week's game, were very slow, and you could tell that there's possibility of a good defensive team coming in and stealing the ball away. And you saw that Charles Wright Academy was ready for that. They did display some aspects of very good defense, and they even did the full court press to try to get that ball out, but they never were able to do it. And you can tell that Vashon crisped up on the passes, and at the same time, they also were incredibly disciplined when it came to what type of play, whether offensive or defensive, they were playing. And you can tell that made a big difference. These weren't players that were doing their own thing. It was part of the plan.
All right, and Vashon definitely playing with discipline, and like you said, Joel, definitely playing to the coach's plan. Folks, that is going to do it for us for now, but don't worry, you're not done with us for the night, as we have a doubleheader on tap. The Pirates girls team up next. We are going to take a break here and be back here in about 14 minutes for tip-off of the girls game. Hope that you join us then. Until then, this is Doug Langworthy and Joel Schoenberg. We'll be back with the girls game here shortly. And